Welcome to Behind the Scenes, the show that informs you on what's happening in local motion picture, television, and digital media industries. Calgary's own 724 Films, known for such productions as Heartland, Mayor Thorpe, and Brokeback Mountain, have been busy with Borealis, a futuristic drama coming soon to the Space Channel. We visited their colossal indoor set, just one of several locations used, and caught up with Tom Cox, executive producer at 724 Films.
Borealis came about out of a dinner that we in Toronto, celebratory dinner with John Slan and Geordie when we finished the movie Mayor Thorpe. We realized that each of us had a fascination with the North. We'd been clipping articles from newspapers and catching the news, which is daily, about the political fight in the Arctic over resources and the opening up of the Northwest Passage and the effects of global warming. And there was a shared interest in stories there, and we decided it might be interesting to not just tell that story today, but put it into the future a little bit. And it was at that point we brought Andrew Reggett and Andrew Ray Bearson's on board to devise a series. Thus was born Borealis.
And action!
Okay, what do we have here? Stuff came in for the Danes.
Borealis is a small commercial outpost in the middle of a bunch of oil and gas fields in the high Arctic in the year 2045. And that's a wonderful opportunity, but it's also an amazing challenge. Nothing actually exists that we can draw on. Everything had to be created. Everything had to be completely made up. And there are guideposts along the way. You know, what might the world look like in 2045? But we basically had free creative reign to make it up. We didn't have all that much time. The art department was panicking and worked basically till we yelled roll to get this ready. And there's the interior sets, which are all around us here, and then there are the exterior sets in a gravel pit that have to match what we've got in here. So it's kind of a double set for the art department. They did, as they always do, a phenomenal job.
Another job would be finding a location to house the massive interior set. Just one of many tasks for Murray Ord.
One of the things that's required for the show, because it takes place in the Arctic, was we had to simulate the Arctic. And where do you do that in southern Alberta? So actually, our director was flying in from Vancouver, and he happened to see the top of Moose Mountain, which is a great mountain in Kananaskis country, near Bragg Creek. And he said, could we check that out? We scouted Moose Mountain. It was a terrific location because we were up above the tree line on just pure rock and scree and a little bit of lichen. It matched the Arctic perfectly, and we had fantastic cooperation from Sustainable Resource Development, the provincial government, because we worked closely with them. And it turned out to be a fabulous location. A bit harrowing to get to, but it was great.
To replicate the barren environment and still stay within a short distance from Calgary, additional exterior scenes were shot at a gravel pit on the Tsuut'ina Reserve.
We've had fantastic cooperation from everywhere we've been, whether it be the Canada Sports Hall of Fame, the Tsuut'ina Nation, right here in this warehouse. I mean, this is the warehouse which we built this fantastic set in. Yet, as you saw when you drove in today, this is like trucking mecca, right? Like I don't know, there must be 500 semi-trailers come in and out of this area all day long. And there's no parking here. They all moved their vehicles so that we could park our trucks, and it really worked out great for us. So we've had a lot of cooperation from everywhere we've been, and that's something that has to happen when you're running locations for a project, because you've got to be able to make sure the neighbors can do what they need to do, and we can get our work done. So it's been great. People have been wonderful.
But it all starts with the words, and that's a local writer as well. Andrew Reggett has brought this to fruition and lives just west of town, and someone we've collaborated with for many, many years. And this is, again, his first foray into I wouldn't call it science fiction, speculative fiction, but he's done a phenomenal job. We added a wonderful seasoned director and our local team, and the results are actually mind-boggling.
Whether it's scouting for locations or creating the background props, details are important. And to capture those details, executive producer Tom Cox selected the digital Area Alexa camera system to do the job.
It is absolutely. This is my first time with that particular piece of gear, and it's spectacular. This whole set is lit practically. There's very little augmented, and basically that camera can handle anything. And it handles it beautifully. It handles it with a great deal of sophistication, and it looks like beautiful film. And so I would say technology is now caught up to the imaginations of the creators, and that's a fantastic place to be.
Borealis will broadcast in all its HD splendor on the Space Channel sometime in the spring. We'll keep you posted on the premiere date and other news from 724 Films. All right, let's check in with our very own Lissa Craig.
Thanks, Luke. Women in Film and Television Alberta, or WIFTA, has been a Calgary institution for many years. We had a chance to speak with Coralie Brahm to learn more.
WIFTA is the Alberta chapter of a group that has 10,000 members worldwide, and we are a non-profit that are interested in promoting and sustaining the careers of women in the film, television, and digital media industries.
We also spoke with Kathy Fedori about WIFTA's new contest.
Women in Film and Television Alberta is absolutely thrilled to have the first annual Short Shorts contest beginning now. If you have video, we would want to see it. We want to see your short shorts. We have 5 categories where you can enter. We have a category of a 2-minute short. We have a public service announcement, a commercial, a youth category, and an animation category. You have to have your entries in by April 1st, and we guarantee it will be a lot of fun and a great way for emerging talent to get their work seen.
To learn more about the Short Shorts contest, go to WIFTA's website and click on the links.
That's it for this episode of Behind the Scenes. Thanks for watching.
Behind the Scenes is a collaboration between Calgary Economic Development, industry, government, and community stakeholders.